Hello guys and welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be showing you this 2020 Nissan Murano. This one is the SL trim and this one has only one package, and this package is actually new for 2020, so I'm going to go ahead and show it to you. So coming to the engine of the Nissan Murano, it still uses the 3.5 V6 that actually Nissan is well known for. This 3.5 V6 is paired to a CVT transmission, and it produces 260 horses and 240 feet of torque. And honestly, this engine sounds really good. I did notice something, that the exhaust is actually making this engine a little bit muted. I wish the exhaust sounded a tiny bit better, but other than that, the engine actually gets 20 miles per gallon on the city and 28 on the highway, and 23 combined. If you guys are actually curious about this color is called pearl white, and honestly it looks really good. I just like the fact that actually this white goes really good with the black trim around the grille. It just gives it a really nice look. But coming to the headlights were actually not changed for 2020. They stay the same since 2019. That's when Nissan actually did the facelift on the Murano. But I like the fact that actually everything is LED on the headlights, and I like the fact that actually the fog lights are LED as well. I like this chrome trim across the bumper, and I like this brushed silver in the bottom. It looks really good. Coming to the grille, of course, you will have the big V-motion grille that actually Nissan uses on all of their cars. Then coming to the Nissan logo in the middle, you will have a small camera for the 360 camera monitoring system. But coming to the bottom, of course, you will have the sensor. The sensor is usually actually inside the Nissan logo for most of their cars, but for the Murano, I'm not exactly sure why they put the sensor underneath the plates instead of actually putting it inside the Nissan logo. So coming to the side of the Murano, it looks very nice. Really like the nice sharp lines on it. Actually, from this angle, looks like an Infinity SUV. I like the fact that actually the Murano has the roof float design that they have on the Maxima and the Altima and their new cars right now. I think except the Rogue Sport, and Pathfinders, they still don't have the roof floating design that Nissan uses. But coming to the rims are actually 235, 55, 20s, and they actually look massive, but they do actually give the Murano a really nice look, and I really like the look of the Murano. And actually the Murano competes against the Passport and the Blazer from Chevy, and actually I think the Murano actually has the lowest ground clearance between all of them. So coming to the back of the Murano, it looks really nice, and it actually looks very bulky from this angle. Anyways, you will see the SL badging in the right, and then you will see the Nissan logo right in the center, and then of course you will have the Murano on the left, and then you have reflectors right here. You have a bumper cover, and then coming to the bottom, you will have the sensors across the bumper. And actually come to the exhaust. The exhausts are actually not fake on the Murano, which is very good. Most of the new cars are actually having a basically fake exhaust tips, or maybe just fake plastic exhaust tips that look like exhaust tips, but they're not actually not. But this exhaust tip is actually connected to the pipe, which is very good. But I'm gonna go ahead and open the trunk and show you how big the trunk is. In the trunk, there's actually two buttons. There's one on the tailgate, and there's one on the key fob. Go ahead and hold it, and then the trunk will open by itself. So coming to the back of the Murano, there is actually a good amount of space back here, but I don't think it's as big as the Honda Passport. Coming to the left, you will see one light on the left only. There is no light on the right. And right underneath the light, you will have this lever to put the seats down, then one tie hook down there, and then tie downs right here as well. And then you will have a 12-volt socket and tie downs as well. And then you will have the handle to put the seats down, and then another tie down right there. But let me go ahead and put the seats down. And there's actually a good amount of space back here, and they do actually go actually almost flat. So coming to the door handle actually does not have a sensor right behind it. To lock it and unlock it, you have to press the button. So coming to the door, I really like the design of the door. It's very simple, but coming to the top of the door, this is actually nice and soft, but I wish it was a tiny bit softer. I really like the design of the trim on the door. And coming right here, you will have nice padded leather right here. The door armrest actually is not as soft as I want it to be. I like the stitching on the door. Coming down here, this is hard plastic. This is hard plastic as well. and of course it's expected. And you have the speaker in the bottom right there, and you have a good amount of storage in the bottom right here, and there is a small cup holder or maybe a bottle holder in the bottom. And coming to the window switches are up and down for the passenger and driver, but not for the back doors. And I really like them. I wish they were actually backlit. Coming here, you'll have the lock, unlock, door, windows lock, and the mirror controls. Coming to the door handle actually feels pretty good. It's a tiny bit on the lighter side. I wish it was a tiny bit heavier. And then of course you have the memory seats right there. Coming to the seat is actually very comfortable. It's the zero gravity seat that Nissan uses on all of their cars. It's very nice and comfortable. It's an 8-way power adjustable seat, and I really like the fact that actually there's stitching on it right here. As I said, it's really nice and comfortable, and honestly, if anyone is having back problems, I think those seats are honestly the best on the market. So coming inside the Nissan Murano, it looks actually really nice in here, and I really like this interior. There's actually a lot of hard plastic right here and on the dash as well. I wish actually Nissan does something about that, especially in a $41,000 car. Coming to the vents, the vents actually they have a really nice design to them. I like this small place right here. It looks really nice, and I like the fact that actually the trim goes all the way right there. It just gives it a really nice look. Coming down here, you will have the brightness control and the trip reset. In the bottom, you'll have the heated steering wheel, traction control, lift gate release, and then you will have the Pro Pilot Assist, or the Nissan Shield Assist for their safety features. And in the bottom, you will have the hood release, and then you will have the gas release, and then you will have the emergency brake right in the bottom right there. So coming to the steering wheel has a really nice design to it. It's a little bit on the dated side. I wish actually Nissan changes it, but other than that, the thickness of the ring is actually pretty good. It has a really nice 10 and 2 grip. And coming to the left of the steering wheel, you will have a couple Bluetooth controls right here, and then this will control the middle screen. And then you have the volume controls to the left, and then to the right you will have the cruise controls and the Nissan Safety Shield Assist or Pro Assist. And overall the steering wheel looks really good. But come to the gauges are actually on the dated side. Nissan actually uses those gauges for probably all their cars, I think. And I think Nissan needs to actually start changing their gauges from one car to another. And I wish something was LCD right in the gauges, because most of the competition is actually they're using LCDs. Coming to the left, you will have the headlight controls, and to the right you will have the wiper controls. So coming to the mirror is actually auto dimming, and it has a couple garage controls right here. I wish the mirror was actually frameless. It would have looked really good. But coming right here, you'll have glasses holder right here, and then you will have LED lights, which is really good. And then coming to the sunroof is actually a $1,400 package that you could add to this SL trim. And I like the fact that actually it's not just a normal sunroof, it's actually the panoramic sunroof, which is very, very good. And coming to the screen, everything actually looks really good. I really like this gloss black look. The vents actually have a really nice look to them. I like the fact that there is this brushed aluminum around them, and I like the fact that actually this brushed aluminum piece, or silver, is actually matching the front grille of the SUV. This is of course their V-Motion grille. It looks really good. But coming to the screen, you will have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto on this SL trim. It looks very good. I really like it. But as I said on some of my Nissan videos, this screen is actually on the laggy side. I wish Nissan does something about that. And then coming to the climate controls are actually very easy to use, and they are dual climate controls. Coming to the bottom, you will see a 12-volt socket, and then next to it you will see an aux, USB, and USB-C. And then to the left you will find the start-stop button. Actually feels and look really good when you press it. Coming to the shifter is a little bit outdated. I wish Nissan actually changes it. I wish it had like leather around it or something. but this shifter will control the CVT transmission in this Nissan Murano. Right here you will see a small cubby. It's actually pretty big. You could put probably a wallet or maybe a key. Coming right here to the cup holders, the cup holders actually have a good amount of depth and width to them. Right here you will have 2 settings for the heated seats for the passenger and driver. So coming to the armrest actually looks really good, but honestly I found myself to put my arm in the middle, and honestly that was not comfortable. I wish actually Nissan put padding on the whole middle console. I like the fact that actually the trim is in the middle right here, but it's not comfortable. Anyways, it has the stitching right around it, and there is more stitching right here on the middle console as well. Opening the middle console or the armrest, you will see a really nice deep storage place. You will have a small light in the bottom, and you will have a 12-volt socket, and then there is a couple small places you could store different things. But other than that, everything actually looks really nice up front. I'm gonna go ahead and move to the back and show you the rest of the SUV. So coming to the back door is actually the same as the front. Up top, this is actually soft. I like this trim. Some companies actually cheap out and they put with some plastic in the back. Coming to the door handle feels the same as the front, and in the back you will have, of course, window switch. It's not backlit and it's not automatic, but I like the fact the stitching is back here as well, and this armrest is actually it's the same as the front one. In the bottom, of course, you will have plastic, which is expected, and the speakers are actually Bose sound system on this SL trim. In the bottom right here you will see a small cubby, and in the back you will have a small bottle holder. Coming to the back seats are actually really nice. There's actually a good amount of leg room right back here, and they actually look really nice, and they're actually very, very soft back here. But coming here you will have a cup holder. There's 2 cup holders, and then there's this small storage place. The back seats are actually very comfortable, and those seats actually do recline, which is very good. But coming down here you will have a nice storage place. It's actually pretty deep inside, which is really good. I like the fact they actually brought the trim back here as well. In the back you will have actually heated seats and USB-C and USB, and in the bottom, of course, you will have vents, which is expected for this price of SUV. But honestly, everything looks really good. I really like the fact that this SUV actually feels and look really good, and actually everything feels high quality except some plastic like the dash and a couple more places. But other than that, everything actually looks very good and feels really good. So guys, that's it for this video. I would like to actually thank Hart Nissan and Dave for letting me come and film. I'm gonna go ahead and put their link in the description of this video. But if you guys would like me to review, film any other car, please let me know. And if you guys enjoyed watching this video, please subscribe, and as always, I'll see you next time.